What is up, YouTube? As most of you are probably aware, today's mental health awareness. So today's video, I'll be sharing my stories with you in hopes that it can either help someone or, who knows, even save them. Because we've all been there and you're not alone.
So, when do you think it started for you?
For me, I'd say it started in secondary school, my first few years, because I was quite a chubby kid, so I get called names, I get pushed into away, I get threatened after school and stuff. You know, just kids being kids, really. But after a while, after the first year, I'd say it took its toll. And that's when I started having panic attacks. No one knew about it. I'd just keep it to myself. But like walking to school and stuff, I'd have panic attacks. Walking through corridors, I'd find it hard to breathe. And at that point, that's when I started making out I was real. And then because I was never good at expressing my emotions, like I couldn't tell anyone. Because to me at time, it was like a pride thing. Like if I admitted what was going off up here, I felt less than I already were made to feel. Do you know what I mean? So carrying it all around just turned into anger. And then that's when I started acting out. That's when I started, you know, getting into trouble. I got sent home. I got detentions. I got isolation. Then I got grounded at home for getting all that. Do you know what I mean? So it all just piled up on me. And at this point, I'd say I was a confused, angry kid. Confused, lost and angry. That's what I'd say I was. Then I started smoking cigarettes around the age of 13, 14, I'd say. Trying to fit in, trying to be cool. Smoking's never good, so don't do it, because it's hard to get gone. But yeah, that's what I was doing, trying to be cool. Around 15, I started drinking and smoking cannabis. All the while, by the way, hiding this from my parents and the other adults in my own life. I couldn't tell you why I started doing it. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel better, but it didn't. I was just masking it again. This is what I'm saying, building up anger. But yeah, like I said, no one knew at home. Then when I was 16, I left my mum's house, mum and dad's. I left them to go and live with my nan and granddad. And I'd say that caused a massive rift. That caused a massive divide in family. And it kills me. I mean, sometimes it still does, because when I think back on that time, I feel like it was my fault. But I was just a kid. So around 17, I was drinking and smoking. Still showing up to college late, you know, hungover, not really caring what I was doing at that point. I mean, I still focused on my grades, because I still passed, and I did quite well, but it's like I wasn't there in my own head. I was just thinking, get this day over so I can go home, smoke weed and drink with my friends. Do you know what I mean? So I could go to my friend's house, smoke weed, get stoned, have a beer. And that's what it was. And to be honest, it was horrible, because I'd stay awake all night. I'd stay awake until stupid hours. You're talking 4 or 5, just nothing. Like, I'm not even dedicating them hours to doing something constructive. I would just sat there doing stuff. And then I'd wake up around 5 in the afternoon. Keeping in mind, people still didn't know this was going off with me. No one knew. No one knew this is what I was doing. I kept it all to myself. I mean, people had their inklings. People were like, oh, you're looking a bit tired today, or you seem a bit withdrawn, or you're looking a bit unhealthy. But no one really clicked on what I was doing. When I turned 18, that's when it all came out. Because I was of legal age to do them things now. So my drinking got out of control. That became my niche. That became my net of escape with drinking. and I'd sabotage jobs, friendships, and relationships. I would. And I'm not proud of it. It were in my 20s though. It were in my 20s, I realised enough's enough. Do you know what I mean? It's gone too far now. I've got to take control of my life, of who I am. The demons and the things we think up here, the intrusive thoughts cannot control our lives. We are in control of our lives. And I realised that before I lost mine. That's why I changed. Because I knew the road I was going down was not an healthy road at all, in any shape or form. So I cleaned up my act. You know what I mean? I cleaned up my act, I really did. And I know it's easier said than done. And trust me, there's a lot of low points I've not mentioned in this video. And that's because I don't want to go too deep into it. I'm just giving you the skim of it. Yeah, so I cleaned up my act. I tried to surround myself with, you know, positive people. I was taking up hobbies, mostly. You know, things that just kept my mind busy. So I won't get sidetracked. And, yeah, that was going on for about a year, 2 years. Then I met Lex. Shout out, she's the one filming this. The love of my life. Really one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it made me grow up. I realised what life is. For me. It's different for everyone, but for me. And it's kind of funny though, because we're in 4 months, me and Lex dating, I proposed to her. And the even funniest thing about that is it were outside the pub. And I've just been talking about drinking and, you know, but yeah. So we're in 4 months, I proposed. She said yeah, luckily. Or there'd be trouble. I'm only messing, babe. But yeah, we're in 4 months, yeah. And then we got our own place together. Because there was stuff off scenes, you know what I mean? So we got our own place. And then we found out, believe it or not, to our surprise, that she's bearing a child, my child. That we're having either a son or a daughter. And yeah, we've got a baby, haven't we? So yeah, really, that's my story. Like I mentioned before, there were a lot of low points in my head. You know, the intrusive thoughts, the impulses, they get better, they really do. It's just fighting. It is. I don't think mental health is something that can be cured. I've never seen a doctor. I've never talked to a doctor about it. I've never took antidepressants. I'm not knocking them people that do though. Let that be clear. If that helps you, that helps you. This is what this video is about, finding things that help you. But for me, it wasn't that. For me, I found hobbies, like I said. Still like I do now. I'm not in that place I was. I'm way past it now. I'm an happy person. I'm not walking around angry. I'm not trying to fake mirrors. I'm not trying to fake people anymore. I'm a content person. I go to sleep with a smile on my face now. And that's because I confronted them and I battled them. And I found niches, like I said. Currently, I'm putting a lot of hours in gym. And I mean a lot. I'm putting it into my food and my gym because one of my small-term goals is to compete in amateur strongman events next year around, because they have them in Sheffield, they have them everywhere. So that's hopefully one of my goals, to win one. So that keeps my mind busy. I'm training for that. And then I'm trying YouTube. And that's why you're listening to me now, because I thought I'd try it. Because I love the creative process of it. I love the content creating. I love the splicing and, as David Tennant said, wibbly wobbly timey stuff. And me and my missus, me and Lex have a great time doing it. We do. And it's just fun. So, yeah. That comes with it. So, yeah, that's my advice. Basically, let go of your anger. I know it's easier said than done. It really is. But it can be done. Let go of your anger. Find something you love to do. Really, I cannot stress that enough. Find something you love to do and just work on it. And the picture you have of your future, keep working on it. And if you don't have a picture of your future, because I know at one point I didn't, I couldn't see myself anywhere now. But just work on it. Really, really, please, just work on it. And what you want for yourself, that is it. I can't stress it enough. What you want for yourself. And if you have your own little families going off, or even your family, just work on it. Because you're not alone. No matter how, if you are alone, you're not alone. If that makes sense. You might be watching this and you don't have any friends. Or you don't have someone you can talk to. But the fact I'm here talking to you now goes to show you're not alone in this. And every life is worth saving. So, like I said, work on your future, your future. You deserve to be just as happy as the next man, or the next woman, or however you want to put it, because of political correctness these days. Yeah, just work on yourself, be happy. Remember to talk about it. I know it's harder, and I keep saying this because it is. It's harder done than said. So, talk about it. If you can, just talk about it, because building it up will just lead to anger. And if you're fighting and you're still here, I am proud of you. Right now, I'm proud of you. And anything, you should be proud of yourself. I hope you are. Especially in this messed up world we live in. Right now, it's dark times, people. And the fact that you're still here fighting is beautiful. And you're beautiful. And that's all I've got to say, really. Yeah, keep fighting. Stay strong. Stay healthy. Massive love, Captain Redbeard. I'll catch you next time.